Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, June 7th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I show up and thrive for the process. And today we have some interesting things going on in addition to the regularly scheduled astro. We have the moon in Cancer making connections through the day. Two of them are slightly uncomfortable, helping Cancer adjust to these new comfort zones from this recent stretching, this recent energy that we've been through the new moon and that mutable cross. So we have the moon stretching ourselves, our feeling stretching ourselves a little bit. We have the moon opposite Pluto at 16 degrees. That's a 7. This will be happening while those of us, at least in the States, will be sleeping. And so we may get a little stretching. We may get a little feeling energy infused in our dreams. We also have the moon squaring Uranus. That's a little bit later in the day. And so Uranus is just trying to tug us. Actually, as I feel it, Uranus is trying to tug us into our comfort zones, our soul comfort zones, which may not be necessarily the human comfort zones. So just watch the process. Watch what comes through. And this may be a mental process because Uranus is at 26 degrees. The moon is then going to... I don't know what language that was. The moon is then... That was Uranus language. The moon is then going to connect to Mercury, also at 23 degrees. Also helping work with our mind and our feelings at this time, which, I really love when the heart and the mind in the Awkward Yeti work together. Think about that when you're working with yourself through any feelings, through any mental energy that comes up for you today. Then, this is one of the interesting things today. We have the moon trine Mars, 26 degrees, and this is also trining Chiron in Pisces. So we actually have a grand trine in water throughout part of the day because the moon moves, pretty fast. It's only any part of the day. This is going to be bringing up the feels, but it's going to be bringing up the feels to be healed. So any feelings that come through, do not try to suppress it with your mind. Show up and thrive through whatever feels are coming up for you. At these degrees, 25, 26, 25 is that 7. It is a degree of spirit. So, this is spiritually ordained. I should show you. I have the master card. So working through this energy today really are some more of those master lessons. The 26 is also one of 8. So we're going into that energy again of showing up, being able to show up for the process. Now, the other thing that's really interesting in this, because I really got a root chakra feeling from this energy, we also actually do have some root chakra energy, so a yod that's going on that's kind of like bringing up some energy from our root. So we have Venus and the Sun at 17. Venus just surpassed the Sun. So Venus and the Sun are still working together, but she's surpassed the Sun and is now moving, racing ahead, racing to her love, racing to know herself, know her worth. And fitting in with that beautifully, we actually have a yod with Lilith on one side, Lilith in Scorpio on one side, feeding in energy, and then Pluto in Capricorn on the other side, feeding in energy. So Lilith tunes us into our primal. Lilith in Scorpio really tunes us into our primal energy. And it really tunes us into our power, the power that comes when we are rooted and grounded in and through the process. And then Pluto also does that. Pluto in Capricorn is shifting the structure, but Pluto really does tune us into the lightness and the darkness that we carry in the root of us. So really, let your energy come up through there and show you how to move through these processes and help you move through these processes. Something that I do, I found myself telling a lot of clients about this recently. I love to imagine my root chakra as a bonfire pit and the fires of my root chakra, the passion from my root chakra, that primal energy that tunes into the center of the earth, the primalness of the earth. I let that fire come and move through me. And it's something that can either drive me and help me face fears, or it's also something that can ground me, bring me back into my body. It's also something that can, burn through some of the layers of stuff, because there's always layers of stuff to be worked through. So if that image works for you, feel free to use that with this energy. So the cards, I'm going to start with this one. The Master. Like I said, master level lessons. We're working through some conditioning, and I think some of these conditionings are between the energies of feeling and thinking. Here's the burden card, and this card could be, this is a mental card, but it really could be a card of either thinking so much or not letting yourself feel because you're like overthinking the feeling process, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling that. Allow yourself to feel it, and then get to the why and the why and the why, and suddenly you've reached the base, you've reached the nothingness, and it's amazing. It can dissipate or you can process through it. Final card, slowing down. Be slow, be easy, be like water. The Gemini energy, the Venus Sun energy may have you want to move forward, but all of this water energy is like, be easy, be like water through this process. So, the card for today from Rumi, Blessings of Sehar. And it says, let go of thought. Don't take it into your heart. You are naked, and thought is like ice. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is the cause of your suffering and pain. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought, O foolish one. See the opus and behold the beauty. Look in the direction from which the image flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. Oh my gosh, that was really like my horoscope. I have to tell you, I didn't actually read that poem before I did my horoscope, or even until now. So, anyways, let's see. When we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in the most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food. It has been detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains, struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul like parasites being expunged. And now your soul, thus cleaned, is in need of a genuine nourishment to restore its full radiance and vitality. Love will feed your hungry soul. Nothing less shall suffice. No sweet-talking charmer, hell-bent on seducing and moving on will make the grade. No, it has been nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved to feed, comfort, and nourish you into radiance. Only that divine finger dipped in heavenly honey can be taken in by your soul now. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are being given a blessing of Sehar, of radiance and brightness, and this blessing has purpose. It is to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment to support the divine jewel of your soul in shining. This oracle brings you the message that if something appears to be leaving your life, even something painful to release, it is because it's no longer healthy for you, no longer supporting of life for you. There is something more loving and beautiful awaiting. Do not try to feast upon scraps. Stop scrapping in the dirt for stale breadcrumbs. Rise up and move toward the seat at the heavenly table gleaming before you, for a greater feast awaits your attendance. So, we're letting go of some stuff, and this is natural with all this big shift that we've just been through. So, that is it for today, for Tuesday. Go ahead, book a reading. I still have other readings, even though my sale is no longer going on as of Tuesday, as of today. But I will see you tomorrow, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.